Okay, now that you have calculated your study time, now you're ready to do your schedule. And this is a 24-hour calendar. Okay, and remember, from my calculation on the last video, I calculated 24 hours of study time. Okay. Now, okay, so you can put your amount of study time somewhere on this page. All right. Now it starts off obviously from 12 a.m. all the way to 11 p.m. Okay, this is a 24-hour calendar. Now the non-negotiables for your calendar are obviously your classes, and your work schedule. So those are going to be the first things I'm going to add. So I'm not going to have any 12 a.m. classes. Let's say I have an 8 o'clock Monday English 1301 from 8 to 9 o'clock. Okay, from Monday and Wednesday. So I'm going to copy this and paste it here. Okay, and then I'm going Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'm pasting it here. There's my English on Mondays. And let's say I have a 10 o'clock math. Okay, 13, 14. That's college algebra. And it lasts till 11. All right, and then I have this Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm just copying and pasting because it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then Tuesday, Thursday, I have like a 9:30, what is it? History 1301, all the way to 10:30. Okay, so copy, and then I have it on Thursday. Actually, not 10:30. It goes all the way to 11. Okay, because I'm only meeting twice a week on this instead of 3. Usually that's how the classes work. Okay, so twice a week is usually an hour and 30 or an hour and 20 minutes. And I've got history there, and I've done English and math. So I said I have 24 or 12 credit hours, so I need to do one more. Let's say I have 11 o'clock, EDUC 1300. Okay, and that means all the way to 12:30. All right, and then I do that on Thursday. So now I have my classes in there. Yay! This is my class schedule. Okay, so I also have a job. And let's say that I work Monday to Friday. Or let me just do it this way. Work Monday to Friday, 2 to let's say 2 to 5. Okay, I have a part-time job and it could be on campus. 2 to 5. And it is the same thing all the way. Okay, all the way across. And all the way down. It's nice on this Excel spreadsheet. You can do this whenever you hold your cursor down and it makes that little plus on the corner and you drag it all the way down. You can actually, it's basically like copying and pasting in Excel. Okay, so that's how much I work. So you can do that. And then, oh my goodness, look at all this free time I have. Really, it's not free time. Now, when I was a college student, I would study sometimes until, way into the late evening. Now that you have carved down your class schedule and your work schedule, the next thing that should be a non-negotiable is your amount of study time. And I'm going to be checking for this when I am checking your schedule. I'm going to be checking to see if you have actually included 24 hours a week of study. Okay? So I'm going to say I'm going to study from, because I get home at 5 from work. Okay, not really at home 5 because I have to commute. I get home around 6. All right, so I'm a college student. I'm going to eat and study at the same time. So I don't need to carve out specific time for eating. I can eat and study. Okay, and so I'm going to study until like maybe midnight. Okay, I'm going to study until midnight. So how many hours is that for that one Monday? 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's 6 hours in one day. Let's say I want to do that for each day. Okay, so I could just copy this whole thing. Okay, copy and then paste it all the way down. Paste, paste. Okay, and maybe I'll study some on Thursday. And then on Friday, I'm only going to study for like, a couple hours because I need a break. I understand breaks are very important, so give yourself a break. Okay, so I'm going to study until 8, and then I'm going to go and socialize Friday night. Okay? That's totally fine if you want to socialize. Now, does that mean I'm going to socialize the whole entire weekend and forget about my studies? No, because once you shut down and not study on the weekends, you're going to forget the work that needed to be done. So I'm going to use part of my Saturday, let's say after lunch, to continue to study. And what does it really mean to study? Okay, does it mean I'm sitting there reviewing all my chapters over and over again? No. It means I'm reading my chapters. It means I'm writing my papers. It means I'm working on projects. Okay? That's what it means. When studying doesn't necessarily mean that you are only studying to review for a test. Okay? Studying encompasses reading your chapters for the first time, as well as for the second and third time. And I read all my chapters about 3 times each in college. It also means writing my papers. Okay? It also means working on my projects, whether it be collaborative or individual. It also means reflecting on my reading. Okay? Critically thinking about what I'm reading. So I'm going to say I'm going to study for that much on Saturday. Now, am I going to study on Sunday? Yeah, I'm going to study on Sunday. Like I said, and because I have class on Monday. So I need to review what I have for Monday and Tuesday, and study and make sure that I'm on top of things so that when I go to class, I know what's going on and I'm not clueless about what's going on. Okay? I forgot to put the word study. So I'm going to study on Sunday too. Okay? So I'm going to study until about 7 and give myself a little break. All right, so how many hours is that total? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then during the week, I said I was going to study from 6 all the way to midnight. So that's 6 times 4. That's 24 already. Okay, so I have a lot of time in my schedule. I have all this, 5 to 6. I could be eating dinner, hanging out with my friends for a little bit. I have all of this in between classes. I could use this time while I'm on campus to study too, and not waste my time like this in between 9 and 10. What are you going to do? Maybe I could eat breakfast if I don't eat before class, and read while I'm eating breakfast. Okay? I could be doing research. Research is also part of your study time, so keep that in mind. You might have to do research. The rest of this time here, from 12 until about, I don't know, until I have to wake up, which is 7, okay, which is 7 here, I could be sleeping. And I'm going to copy and paste that for Monday. Oops. Okay, so from like 12 to, I don't know, 7 o'clock, before I have to get ready to go to class, then I could be sleeping, and you could do this. Put all of it in sleep. Now, like I said, when it's high peak time, like midterm and finals, I may not be sleeping during this time. I might be studying until 3 o'clock in the morning. And I haven't really adjusted my schedule for those types of peak times of the semester, but that's okay because I'm going to mentally do that. If I have carved out in my schedule now study time and stick to it, then I should be fine throughout the entire semester. Okay? If I commit to the schedule, I should not be procrastinating. I shouldn't be like ridiculously stressed out because I'm doing everything at the last minute, or I'm crash studying, or whatever it may be. I should not have a problem. And to be honest with you, I did not really have too much stress when it came to studying because I was very regimented in college and studied with the appropriate amount of time. So I felt confident when I turned in my papers. I felt confident when I took a test. Okay, and so on. I felt very confident when I did a project because I never did anything at the last minute. And you can see here as I'm scrolling that I have even more time on the weekends to do what I want to do, okay? And I have all this other time on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday before work to do things that I would want to do, like run errands or whatever. But again, you want to use your time wisely. Now, what am I going to be looking for when I grade this? I'm going to be looking for your study time. Have you really carved out that time? Okay? I'm going to look to see if you have allotted the amount of time that you calculated on that first sheet, and it is accounted for on this sheet. Okay? The other thing you can do, which is cool on Excel, is highlight, or make them a different color. So I could make English like blue. So everything here would be blue for English. Okay. I could make history a different color. I could make my work a different color. I could make my study a different color. So I can look visually. Okay, so I could basically color code my schedule so that I can visually see when I can study, when I'm at work, and so on. And I've colored already some of it. Okay, and that's the nice thing about this schedule, this weekly schedule. Now remember, you also should keep a day planner. Okay, this is just a schedule to remind you when you are doing something. But keep a day planner either on your phone or a handwritten planner, so that if you have an appointment, you have to meet with fellow students for a project, or you have an appointment with one of your professors, you have an appointment with the advisor, that you have it written down somewhere where you are reminding yourself to keep that committed appointment, because you want to use your time wisely, but at the same time not be disrespectful with other people's time. You have got to commit to writing things down and remembering to review that schedule. Okay, and that's all for this. If you have any questions, let me know.